Reigne yan. Who's this? Reigne. Ano to?
Huh?
Ano to?
It's the everyone in the
Oh, asan ka?
So this is my project. It's called the Look of Love, and it's supposed to be about parent and teenager relationships. Kasi diba, when it's like love between like a parent and a teenager, it's very hard to like say it out loud or show it in a way that like the other person can understand. Kasi you're a teenager and then it's a parent. Why are you wearing someone's glasses? Teenager and a parent, and then the way you express love is very different.
Wait, I can
so
see.
Our project is parang like we want to highlight like the different like small acts of love that like a parent and a child does for each other, so that you can be like, yo, you know, my child loves me, my parent loves me, but it's just like it's hard to see sometimes. Parang ganun. Yes. So we did
How
it.
to express your
Yeah.
love.
So we did it through like an exhibition series. So parang it's on. It's just not playing. So like the thing is that like it's like a different exhibition series. So like yung parang over here it's like each exhibition series is supposed to be like a different part of your home. So like the living room or the dining room, and then over here is all the parts that you can interact with during the exhibit. So for example, there's like a TV. We adapted it because we don't have copyright, but there's a TV, so and it's like supposed to be a parent and a child fighting, but the subtitle is like their inner like wishes for each other, where like the dad is yelling at you for not studying, but it's because he's worried that if you don't get into a good school, it will like affect your future. But the child is like, I feel like you only care about my school and you don't care about like my mental health and how it's affecting me. Parang ganyan. Then it's the same thing over here where like if you pick up the phone, it will show like your fight, like another scenario where maybe like you're fighting with your son. I know. You're fighting with your son over like chores or something, and then it's like parang yung mga typical arguments you have with your kid or your parent. Or when you pick up and you listen to it, it actually talks about like how the mother feels when you're having this fight. Kasi you're only seeing her face sometimes when you're fighting. So here we took away the face and then we're like, you should listen to what she's actually saying. Parang ganyan. And then another thing we did is parang this concept of parang, you know, everyday objects that you interact with. They're actually like the everyday objects you interact with is actually like parang signs of love that your child or your parent gives you. Like for example, like if you pick this up, it's a pair of glasses. But when you open it, it's your daughter. She tells you that she's always putting this on your nightstand because you're always forgetting where it is. So she makes sure that it's always there, so you know where it is. Or parang ito is a lunchbox. Then it's your M1 lunchbox, by the way. I stole this.
Yeah, I know.
And then see when it's your mom saying like, oh, I wake up early every day to make this for you. And then the second one is, even if you never finish, it's okay as long as you don't go to school hungry. So yung parang concept nito is that all the objects you interact with, like it's an umbrella or like medicine or like parang ganyan, it has like hidden meanings that like you don't think about all the time, pero they're important na, and they're like considered love. And then the last thing we did is that parang after all of this, after you see all these exhibitions, you're parang like, oh, I love my family, diba? I love my child, I love my mom. And then we want you to be able to express that like physically. Kasi in Asian households, nobody says I love you like very easily, diba? It's always very like sweet. Hello? Give me a second, I'm finishing my rap. So there's this thing called like the love bill that we did. So it's like everybody, like all the people who came to visit, they wrote down like to their mom, to their child, or to their dad, and then it's all the different things that they've done, their child or their parent did for them, and then they put it all up here so everyone can see like what's the different things, that the small things that their parent or their child does for them, so that they can finally like acknowledge to each other that like, you know, these are not nothing, they're like love. Yeah.
So, where's your this bus?
It's somewhere here at the back.
Where?
Wait,
It's
did they take mine
this one?
away? Oh, no. See, buys me tea and drinks when overseas, and he lets me use his card for purchasing in installment. This is for daddy. Then he asked how my friends are doing. I think your one is somewhere else. I don't know where it is anymore. No, I put one for you too, but they took it
Rima,
away.
Rima.
I said no space. Because your one was placed at the exhibition, the first exhibition. Then I did daddy's one for today's exhibition. Then you can look at this one. You can look at this too. So this is a parent-child dictionary that we made. So over here is like the parent edition. So then when you open and then you see, it's like all the little things your parent does, like your parent will do for you that you don't think about. So there's like waking up early and then an example like that. Or like, oh, what does she listen to say? Oh, you never listen to me, pero what she really means is I just want to protect you. Parang ganyan. So it's like a magazine basically. So and then this one too is like a receipt, and then it's like, oh, tapao lunch for my child, or late night run kasi she's sick or something like that. Parang ganyan. And then over here it's like parang a diary series where your parent is saying something that's really harsh, like parang, you know, dreams don't pay the bills, like why are you going into the arts? Pero then it's a diary entry of parang what she's really thinking. Parang ganyan. Then it's more of that. Yeah. So it's more of that, parang ganyan. And then, diba, oh, see here, and then this is that, like maybe a note from your parent, and then when you open, it's your own cover. No, you can see later. I'm just explaining you now, then you can. Then if you flip, like this, it's the teenager's version. So you can see both sides of the story.
So what the child is trying to tell them?
Yeah. You can look through. They spend a lot of time on that. You should look through this.
What can you say about Atering's project?
You know, it really tells you how there's a lot of miscommunication in family dynamics, and you know, in a lot of, especially in Asian families, right, some children and parents refuse to step back and look at the bigger picture and the bigger idea, and they only focus on how they felt at that moment instead of the reason why
So when
something was done.
so when somebody tell you you're pangit,
They
could be different.
They
It could
focus
have a
on
different
they
meaning.
focus on the fact that they were hurt by being called
Yes.
pangit, but they don't realize the fact that their parents are saving
Encouraging
them
you
from
to
being
look good.
publicly embarrassed.
so you'll be used to it, and so when somebody call you
I
pangit,
know this project.
how about you, Rima? What can you say about the project?
I agree with him.
What? Which part?
I agree with
Which
him.
part do you agree?
I agree with him. Every
How
part.
about you, Mami? Were you? I saw you crying.
Yeah.
Why? So now Rain understand what you say?
I wanna look at the one where it talks
No,
about
but it should be the other way around also. You should understand what the
Go look at
teenagers
that
say,
one.
right? To be a good to
Rima wants to
understand
look
them.
at the primary school depression project.
Okay. Huh?
You have to do it. He's scared because he knows that they will know you. It's not that easy.
It's like parang they're trying to do like a relationship game. Kasi
We are compatible.
they were saying that because of social media, like people's like perception of relationships is like it must be like very flawless and very
Yeah, I keep
You're like my group mate.
I know. Can you explain or not?
Maybe more difficult conversations between between like young partners.
Yeah.
Find your common interest probably.
So
Essentially, it's like
How do you feel about it, right?
Yeah.
Then kasi it's close, you can see the you see this.
Yeah.
And then you can move whether do you think it's suffocating or do you think it's
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yes,
and then
yes, yes.
then you can afterwards when you both do you can reveal, then you can see how you guys sync up.
Yeah.
I played this a lot. I was her prototype tester. I was so good at this game.
Oh, shut up.
Are you guys staying home?